pretty proud of you. That was super.
So here is Munson at his prelim dressage test at Rocking Horse 3. So moving him back up the level, coming down the center line, nice and straight. There's just a little bit of head wag. He's gotten much better in the connection, but every now and then it'll show up. And when he does that, I make sure to keep my hands steady and press him through with my leg. Now we go for our lengthened trot. He's developing a pretty good suspension in there. Comes back for the transition. Come down the center line for a leg yield, which is much straighter now. Staying nice and fluid and crossing over. Then I make sure I half halt and canter at M. So I can now press him forward for the medium canter. He got a smidge low in the pole, but now that I'm doing the medium canter, he's back up. Then using my seat and my leg, get him to collect. Now we're doing our counter canter loop. He's a pretty fun horse to ride in the dressage ring. He stays pretty matter of fact, and if anything, you have to ride him a little bit more. You have to push him for it, so there's no kind of containing or anything. There's no tension really. So now I've just prepared. I had to make sure that I had him straight so I can get the correct canter lead to give him all opportunities there. Now our medium canter on the circle. The right rein is the rein he likes to try to avoid, so sometimes this way I'll get a little bit more head wag. But he's getting stronger and stronger. We're in our counter canter loop. Is very good. Making sure I go into our corners, pressing him forward to make sure we stay up through our down transition. Now preparing through my corner for my halt at C. Almost square. It's a little bit abrupt, but pretty good. And he was pretty obedient. He maybe went a little crooked near the end, but all in all, it was decent. Halt and rein back. And the one thing I have to work on him is staying connected through the walk. He's kind of similar to Johnny that way. He likes to kind of bump off of the connection. So really trying to get him to overstep, as you want to see that nice swing and stretch through the neck and through the body. Then put him together to prepare him for the transition. We go to trot. And down the center line again, making sure I'm straight first before I ask for the leg yield. It was pretty good. It was a little inconsistent, but overall got a decent score. So now we go into the stretching trot. Again, he keeps a really nice, relaxed tempo. He could poke his nose out a little bit more. You see he stays a little bit off of the contact. It's just something I need to work on a little bit more with him. But the rhythm never changed. He never got tense. He just didn't quite let go over his back. Now down the center line. And did a very nice halt, nice and square. Had a very good test on him, and I was very happy. So on to the show jump with Munson. I've been working really hard on getting him stronger and staying relaxed to the fences. He did jump a clean round. The past competition at the training level, so that was nice to have. So come to the first fence, making sure I keep a nice shape. Again, he's kind of similar to Sharpie, as you want to keep the relaxation and the shape to his body. So there he panicked just a little, but he still kept the rail up. He jumped the oxer really well. This is probably the most rideable he has felt in a show jump round. And just every now and then you'll see where he gets a little tension. He jumps really nice through this in and out. Making sure I keep him balanced here to the Swedish. Got a better distance there. To the oxer. And then I prefer to do the inside turn. Kind of helps my horses stay on their feet a little bit better. He really jumped the oxer big. It was kind of the first time I felt Munson really put effort into the show jumping. So it was really great feeling. And coming to this last in and out is too bad. He just barely nicked it, but put in a really nice effort. I was really pleased with him. Just the one down. Now for his cross-country round. I've been working a lot on building his confidence to the water and just overall rideability. So he was feeling great this weekend. He felt ready to go out of the start box. And he has a lovely gallop. Really is a pretty fun horse to ride, as I don't really have to touch him much. Just been teaching him to respect kind of my balance, my body. So when I come to a fence, I go from gallop position to kind of sitting up, and the horse is able to reflect the same shape. So now coming to the water is a pretty basic water, but before he could tend to spook at it, but now he sees the water and he kind of just motors on through. Sit up tall for the roll top, and there he got a little underneath it, but he was able to fix himself. And he has such a nice ground covering gallop. I'm able to just kind of keep on moving along to the next fences. So time is never really an issue with this horse because he's pretty quick across the country. So now we head all the way to the sunken road where he had some vertical rails, making sure you want to have a good canter so they don't kind of fall over that. And then down through and jump up and out. And he was very brave to that fence. And then coming back to the roll top. Again, there was just times where I could feel he felt really confident. He was willing to go forward onto the fences, feeling very brave, put in a really nice effort through the water. And as we head now towards kind of an angled fence, no problem there, held the line great. And coming to the coffin, again, no hesitation. Really had a lot of fun on this cross-country course, and I think Munson did too. So really happy we went double clear and had a really great positive weekend with him.